We drove through this town in Illinois, and it was the town that Abraham Lincoln was born.
Wait, Illinois?
In
That's
Illinois. Springfield, Illinois.
That's the capital.
And when we were driving down this highway, and there was this sign, and Dairy Queen, so we pulled over, and we waited in line to go through and get some ice cream cones. And just about the time we were to order, this great big dark cloud came over. Huge cloud.
Like, how big?
It covered the whole sky. Big. It was black. And everything got quiet, and then we heard this siren. Really loud horn siren. And my dad pulled up to the window to order and said, "What's going on?" She says, we're having a tornado. And she said, "I'll go ahead and take your order, but don't go anywhere, just stay here." And so she took our order, gave us our ice cream. My dad paid for it, and he pulled out just a little bit, and he was going to sit there in the parking lot while we ate our ice cream. She told us not to move until the tornado was gone, but we'd never been in one before, and it was kind of cool to see this going on. So he pulled out, and we sat in the parking lot, and the windshield wipers were going, and it was raining cats and dogs, and it was raining so hard that the rain cracked our windshield,
Oh, wow.
and it broke the arm of the windshield wiper, and it goes flying off. Scared us all pretty big, and the car was just going like this. And then for about a minute or two, and then there was sun. It clear as a bell. So we finished our ice cream, and my dad said we need to get out of town. So we pulled out in the street, started driving. We looked out to the right, and there was a train, and it was all off the track, a great big freight train, laying on its side along the tracks. The tornado had blown it off the tracks. And that night, we kept driving, and we saw this debris and cars off the road and everything. And we were kind of scared, and we just kept on driving. We went to a town for the night and stayed in a motel. And we got into the motel and turned on the TV, and it talked about this tornado. And if we had not stopped and bought this ice cream and kept driving, 2 blocks from where we were at, the tornado hit dead center, and we would have been right there. It would have killed us. But it went right through the town, and there was a lady, actually 2 ladies, that had got in a cab and they wanted to go shopping. And back then there wasn't shopping malls. You just went downtown and you went shopping. And they took this taxi downtown, and they went to JCPenney. And they got out of the taxi and paid the driver, and the taxi took off, and they walked, and they got right to the front door. And have you seen these doors where you push the
Yeah.
revolving and
Yeah.
they keep going around? They have one at St. Luke's Hospital, and you just push it, and then the next one pushes it, and it just goes around like that. Well, just as they were walking into JCPenney, the tornado hit,
Them?
and it took that revolving door and just flipped it about 100 miles an hour, and it took those 2 women, and they went flipped them right out in the street, and they both were killed.
Wow.
Wait, how do you know this?
Because we saw it on TV.
They were there, and that's
We were there.
right there.
And right where we would have been is where the train was, and it was so powerful that it took the train and just flipped it right on its side. And there was trees down everywhere. When we were driving down the highway, we had to drive around trees and stuff. So because my dad wanted ice cream, saved our lives.
That is